Now we proceed to solve the problem 2 on projections of prisms. Problem number 2 goes like this. A square prism 35 mm sides of base and 60 mm axis length rests on HP or one of its corners of the base such that the base edges contain the corner on which it rests make equal inclination with HP. Draw the projection of the prism when the axis of the prism is inclined to HP at 40 degrees and to VP at 30 degrees. Let us try to find out the data in the problem. It is the case of a square prism which is 35 mm side and the axis is given as 60 mm in height. The prism is resting on one of its corners, one of its base corners, such that it clearly says the axis inclined to HP at 40 degrees and to VP at 30 degrees. It is very clear. We are not used the word appears, plan and top. Both are true angles. If you make first HP at 40 degrees, then the VP you should find the beta angle construction. This is the case of a square prism resting on one of the base corners and inclined to HP 40 degrees, inclined to VP 30, but we'll find beta and proceed with the inclination with the beta degree angle. So the answer goes like this. It is a square prism. Right hand side you must have a corner. Draw the square prism in this manner. Draw the square prism in this manner for the problem under consideration. There's the center point. There's a center point here. We can dimension them. It is 35 mm. You can dimension them. It is 35 mm square. This is a 35 mm square. This is a square of 35 mm. So this is a square of 35 mm. Project and draw the front view. Project and draw the front view. The height is given to you. 60 mm is the height. Height is given to you. Draw the front view. Taking the height 60 mm. Taking the height 60 mm is the height, and draw the front view in this manner. The longer edges here, the middle is also visible. It is also visible. The axis will be hidden. The front longer edge is visible. I have drawn the full line here. We have here the corners A, B, C, D, top corners A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. This is again bottom A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash and then D1 dash, top and bottom. B1, that means I have here A1 here, then B1 here, then C1 here, bottom corners, this is D1 here. B1 is the edge that is visible. That's why axis is hidden. The axis is hidden. If you have here O1, that is hidden. We have here O dash and then O1 dash. It says very clearly the base, it is standing on the base corner, it says. So it is going to rest on the corner. Make this prism inclined at an angle of 40 degrees to HP. Redraw the figure, incline. Measure this base, draw here base at an angle of 40 degrees. This is the base. If the axis is 40, base will be 50 degree angle. Reproduce the prism. Reproduce the front view. Reproduce the front view here in this manner. There is a front view reproduced in this manner, taking the same dimensions as the previous problem. This axis angle is given as 40 degrees. This axis angle is given as 40 degrees. The base is drawn at 50 degrees. Name them accordingly. We have A, B, then C, D, again A1, B1, C1, again D1. This we have O dash and then O1 dash. So we have redrawn the entire figure as it is. The front piece redrawn at an angle of the axis being 40 degrees HP. Project and draw the top view now. Project and draw the top view. Draw the projectors bottom 4 corners of the base. Draw the projectors from all the 4 corners of the base. Top 4 corners, top face, a square face, you just project them in this manner into HP. Draw here the locus line, the standard procedure to get the apparent top view. This square face will appear like a rhombus now because resting on the corner. Name them accordingly. We have here A, B, C, and then D. We have here A1, that is B1, C1, and then D1. When you look in the top view, top square face is fully seen. So make A, B, C, D fully visible. Top square face is fully seen like a rhombus. The first what you can see is longer edge A1. Second, B, B1, D, D1. Third, C, C1. First one is A1. Draw here first longer edge visible. Next, B, B1, C, C1. B, B1 visible. then D, D1, D, D1 visible. B, B1, B, B1, D, D1 visible. Outer boundary, one rectangle seen like this. Outer boundary, one rectangle seen like this. The last one is C, C1. C, C1 is not visible. No need to draw the dotted line. If you draw, no problem, which is not visible. Incidentally, B1, C1 will be a dotted line. C1, D1 will be a dotted line. We have the center point here, that is O. The center point here, that is O1. O1. Need not draw the axis because you already have a full line and as well as dotted line. In the top view, top square surface like rhombus fully visible. Bottom one is not fully visible. As I just indicated you how to complete the top view. First longer edge, second longer edge, third longer edge. Keep doing it. You get the rectangles. Anything that goes inside is the dotted line, and as it goes outside is the full line. You get the rectangle like this. It clearly says O1 here is an apparent length of the axis. The true length of the axis is here, which is given here in the problem as 60 millimeter the true length. 60 millimeter, it says it is the height. True length is 60 millimeter. The height of the prism. Height of the prism is 60 mm. 60 mm. Square is 35 mm. So we have to find the beta angle here. Beta angle, project to get the final view here. I'll show the construction of beta angle here. The final figure, as we had discussed the last problem, you can complete the final figure. I want the students to apply their mind and complete the final figure by themselves. Let me complete the construction of the what's called beta angle. It says very clearly in the problem, it is 40 degrees HP, 30 degrees to VP. So 30 degrees to VP. You draw here a 30 degree line. That is a 30 degree line. You draw here a 30 degree line and measure the true length from here to here, 60 mm. Locate one point here, one point here. This is 60 millimeter. Measure here 60 mm. This is, let me say, O. To have clarity, this is O2. I normally refer the true length as suffix 2 because even straight line I have referred to suffix 2. Draw here a locus line. Measure O1 apparent length. From O you cut off here, that becomes O1, and that is the axis, apparent length of the axis. So O1 here, O1 here will have the same length, and you find this angle is a beta angle. You find that this angle is a beta angle. Reproduce the entire figure as it is here. Reproduce the entire figure here as it is here. O1 you can extend. O1 you can extend here. For this O1 for beta angle, you draw perpendiculars because I am reproducing the figure here. You draw here perpendiculars in this manner. Again, we have O, draw here perpendiculars. We can draw here perpendiculars in this manner. Complete the top view. Take the measurements and complete the top view. Take the measurements and complete the top view in this manner. So you will have here, this rhombus is fully seen. This rhombus is fully seen. And then bottom rhombus is not fully seen. Just to reproduce as what I am doing it here. Reproduction of the previous figure. Reproduction of previous figure as it is. As it is, you reproduce, but it is at an angle of beta angle. At an angle of beta angle. So the entire top view not drawn at 30 degrees, drawn at beta degree. Drawn at beta degree. Beta is a little more than 30 degrees, drawn at beta degree. And then reproduce the dimensions, front face, bottom face, as it is, reproduce them. Project and draw the front view. Project and draw the front view. Naming, if you want name, I give just here A, B, C, D. This is A1, A1, B1, C1, and then D1. In the front view, I want students to apply their mind and complete the front view, but I'll just small hint I'll give you. In the front view, base is fully seen, base is fully visible, base is fully seen, and this is fully visible. Top face is not fully visible. You complete the figure here. To complete the longer sides, first one, second one, third one, fourth one, I'll just give a small hint for you. First you draw B1, that is B1B. Second one A1A, A1A. Next you have C1C, C1C, and then D1D. This is the order of look. So you draw the base fully seen. First straight edge, second one, third one, last one. The longer edges, you follow this rule, you get the figure automatically without any confusion. The final front view you can draw without any confusion. So finally, the answer is ready for the present problem, wherein it is a case of a square prism resting on the corner, one of its base corners. The axis inclined to HP at 40 degrees and the axis inclined to VP, beta angle. Here I found the beta angle inclined to VP at the more than 30 is beta angle, and then get the projection, get it done. That is the final answer for the present problem. A prism resting on the corner, inclined to HP and inclined to VP. You find when they rest in the corner, the faces appear like a rhombus. The faces appear like a rhombus and complete the final figure. That's the final answer for the present problem.